A bunch of people were trade locked and banned. Welcome back to Creatures of Scenario's most controversial commentary channel. Today we're gonna be discussing about something that happened yesterday. So, do you guys know what Creatures of Scenario guilds and clans are? So, I'll give you a summarized version of it because I'll actually go in depth into this rabbit hole in another video. Guilds and clans are a subcategory of players in the community that are actually forming like factions and groups and whatnot to cause together and to rally up and do activities together. It's basically the random letters you see at the front of the display names in Roblox. So these people exist, and amongst these many groups of them, one of the group is called the CTHD, the Council of the Hellborn Divinity. That's what they're called. So that guild is one of the most massive, and if you look at this picture I have on the screen right now, they have their own reputation amongst that subcategory of players. And with reputation comes love, many dedicated players, dedicated causes, and comes hate. Stalkers and haters that just wants them to get disbanded, maybe revenge kill, whatever. But yeah, this person I'm going to be talking about is VV, the guild in question's leader. So what happened to that guild? So apparently a large amount, maybe not too big compared to how much they had, like they had like 100+ players, but I think a few tens of them, like 7 to 10 of them, got banned from the official Creatures Scenario Discord server and trade locked, including the leader. Why would they trade lock? They would trade lock for cross trading. Right, and I'll get there in a second. So cross trading was the reason of the trade lock and ban. Now, so the leader, VV, and a few others tried reaching out to from for Creatures Scenario through different other Twin Atlas games, and they got their response. And the response says that you are not, you cannot appeal a ban, and basic Creatures Scenario shithead situations where they're like, oh, you can't appeal for your ban and you can't do anything about it. We're sorry, but we're not sorry, that type of deal. And amongst these reasonings and mod mail conversations, one of the conversations involved the fact that apparently the guild was making, like, involving pellets and yada yada, all that. You can see it on the screen. So with that mention, the guild leader Vivi suggests the idea that they made an announcement of an event a while ago, like 10 or 11 days ago, and in there they did mention about pellets and whatnot, so they assumed that someone took this picture out of context and reported them, and that might have gotten them reported and banned. So this is the announcement in question. In the announcement, you can see that they're asking for people to donate, not donate, give them a certain amount of demonic or demon pellet. And they use that pellet as their, guild uniform or whatever that shit is. They use it as that. So she's asking for it, and that she'll tally who gives the most, and the most will get first prize, 30,000 mush or something like that, and goes on. And in there, you can clearly see her referencing the idea that this is only mush, and it's only involving in-game item, which is the demon pellet. There is no mention of giving anything that's outside of Creature Scenario or real life currency. She even mentioned that she can't do Robux and stuff because she's financially struggling. So you can see the fact that it's clear cut case of your average content creator or even the staff team giveaway donation events, all of that shenanigans. If Sonaria indeed used that as a reason to ban them for cross trading, go ban RB, go ban Fluffy TSG, go ban every content creator, major content creator you have that are doing giveaways and events. RB made this little thing where he asks for a certain mutation, certain glimmer of a certain species, and that he will give someone who is able to give him that a certain amount of rewards. Isn't that cross trading? It's the same concept as what the announcement is. You give them something in the game, and they'll give you something back in the game. It's also basically trading, but apparently you consider that announcement cross trading, but you can't consider RB cross trading. Why is that? Oh, and not to mention, a lot of your content creators and your staff members, a lot of them, after recording, in good faith, they give players mush and creatures. And that's actually considered cross trading. Like Fluffy, for example, he actually gives people who are in his videos a certain amount of mush. I can't give you an evidence, but we can all be certain that CC do in fact give charity to people who were in their videos, right? But that's actually cross trading because you're in their video, you're helping them technically with their content, and they're in return giving you in-game stuff. That's cross trading. And Fluffy TSG. Ban RB. Why not ban them? What is this bias? If that is actually the case of ban, this announcement from the guild, then you must be unbiased with all of your members. And even if it wasn't, apparently Vivi and her staff has been asking the COS moderation to give them evidence so they can debunk it, but no. Apparently they won't give evidence because it's against their privacy policy. Now another thing about that. The privacy policy with Creatures of Narnia is pathetically one-sided and biased and useless and a waste of all of our times. Everyone knows Creatures of Narnia sometimes gets it horribly wrong with bans, right? We all know that. It's not a new thing. It's not something that just pop up. Creatures of Narnia is known for their horrible moderation that's incredibly stupidly strict, right? It's like a monkey on the keyboard. It's so strict for no reason. And it's also very imbalanced and like not consistent. Because of that, what's the point of having this privacy policy thing? You're punishing one side without letting them speak or debunk or counter the evidence that's against them. You know why courts exist? Because they're there so the person who's suspected can defend themselves. You're not giving them that choice. You know what type of people don't give people like those no choices? You can think of that yourself. But what I'm saying is very simple. If someone gives them an evidence against a certain person, I'm not just saying the guilt, everyone be able to use the evidence and present it in front of the accused. You guys do that with amongst your staff members, why don't you do it with the ordinary players? Present the evidence. If you genuinely want to protect and conceal the person's identity, then do so. Censor names, do all that. You can do it, but no, you guys are just lazy fucks. So you decide to say, hey, you know what? If evidence good enough, we'll need to hear the counter. Here you go. You're banned. That's it. You lazy, bad moderation. Just do better in it. Privacy policy really needs to end. Everyone who knows who have gotten banned wrongfully or trade locked wrongfully knows how stressful and infuriating all of this is. Yeah. This poor guild, right? This VV person I talked to, he sounded very stiff. She said she was anxious about the whole ordeal. I was in the VC with her and I was just so sad because she put so much effort into it. And all of her effort was thrown into the trash because the community she looked up to turned its back on her and won against her. Stupid privacy policy, this stupid instant initiation of a ban, this biasness, it all has to stop. But hey, thankfully, there are still people with common sense in the moderation team, like Toaster. So Toaster, like I contacted Toaster on behalf of EV and they start talking and apparently Toasty or Toaster has decided that they can appeal in 1 month. So at least that is resolved. And I'm glad that it didn't go as far as it has to. But yeah, just do better with your moderation skills. With all that said, have a lovely day. Enjoy and tell me your thoughts below.